There are two main ways to schedule appointments in MedInformatix. The first method of scheduling appointments is the Books view. Books view is a type of visual scheduling where you manually set up what resources you are viewing, and the time slots will come back as either available or unavailable. To set up your Books view, you first will pick your facility or your provider, and then your book. Think of your book as your resource or modality being scheduled. In this example, we will act as if we want to look at all of the CT scheduling resources. If you have more than one resource, you will select them in the Select Books to View dropdown. These books can be from different facilities and can be arranged in whatever order the user sees fit. Next, you will select the date. MedInformatix will default to today, but you can move day by day with the arrow buttons. Or use the calendar icon to view the schedule for future dates. After you have selected your facility, books, and the date, be sure to hit the refresh button to show the selected books schedules. You can see that the scheduling resources we selected are relatively open for the day. However, you will see time slots listed as invalid times. These are times that you or your administration have set where the specific scheduling resource or resources are not available. This could be during hours that your practice is closed, out to lunch, or any other reason a resource may not be available for use. For certain work groups, there are permission settings that allow overbooking, which would allow them to schedule in those invalid time slots. If you wanted to schedule a patient for an appointment at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, you would need to double-click the 10 a.m. time in the corresponding column. Make sure the column you are clicking in matches the resource you are scheduling for. Once you double-click the selected time slot, the Books view will prompt you through the following steps to schedule the patient's exam. The first step will be selecting the reason for the appointment. The appointment reason selection screen will open with all the appointment types that correspond to the resource you selected. For this example, we will say the resource that we selected was a CT, so you can see appointment reasons are ones that would be conducted on a CT. We will go ahead and schedule a brain CT without contrast. Next, you will search for your patient. You can see the patient list opens and you can search for your patient as normal. If you are on the phone speaking with the patient, you can choose to go into the patient demographics to verify his or her address and insurance, update any out-of-date information, as well as add any information your company's policy requires. Make sure to save the demographics page after you make any updates. After updating the demographics, make sure your patient is highlighted and click Select in the upper left-hand corner of the patient list. This will open the Confirm Appointment screen, which will give you a snapshot of the appointment you are scheduling, including the date, time, and length of the appointment, as well as the patient's name, the reason for the appointment, and which book or resource is being utilized. Next to the appointment information is the Appointment Notes section, where you can add appointment-specific notes. After adding appointment notes, you must then make sure to have your coverage type and referral source filled in correctly. The coverage type is where you set which insurance coverage is responsible for paying for this appointment. For example, is this appointment being paid for by the patient's health insurance or by a workers' comp claim? Searching for a referral works similarly to how you searched for an insurance provider earlier. MedInformatix will bring up a text box where you can select what criteria to search for. Typically, you will search for the referral's name, but if you only had the referral's phone number or address, you could search for those fields as well. Make sure you click on the correct referring doctor and then click Select. Next, click OK in the Confirm Appointment screen to place the exam on the schedule. Once this is complete, MedInformatix will open the patient's chart, where you would be defaulted into the scheduling tree, where you could complete the necessary steps that follow, such as scanning in orders and completing additional questionnaires. MedInformatix also has the ability to automatically make a specific screen open towards the end of the scheduling process. Many clients request that the screening questionnaire open automatically, so schedulers are prompted to ask patients questions before finalizing the scheduling process. The questionnaire is completely customizable to your site and will be saved to the repository upon completion. If you close out of the chart, you should still be in the Books view, and you will see that Tammy Swanson is now on the schedule. Thank you for taking the time to watch this training video. If you have any questions pertaining to the material covered within this video, be sure to reach out to our support staff at support@MedInformatix.com or by phone at area code 614-457-4359.